साथियों, we have been trying to contact this Vice Chancellor to apprise him of the seriousness that exists on this campus for the last 3-4 days. He has not responded to us. A man of conviction and courage would not run away from the responsibility that has been given to this man. He, instead of sitting and talking to the students as to what their problems are, he keeps running away. It's a very sorry state of affairs. What else do you do? You have been protesting, taking protest march. We took our protest march 2 days ago to the parliament. We met parliamentarians. Students have been consistently trying to convey him the message that he should come and talk. They have been on hunger strike. Whatever is humanly possible, we have been, students as well as teachers, doing. But this Vice Chancellor has not responded to any of these attempts. So you can imagine the kind of seriousness he looks at the entire issue of this UGC notification. It's a very sorry state. So what to do? Are we supposed to continue to protest day and night? Students have been doing that. But still nothing is happening. Instead of that, we see we are being contacted by a certain section of people to intervene that we should talk to these protesting students. We said, why does not Vice Chancellor come and talk to them instead? What is he scared of? What is it? What is preventing him? They don't have any answers. We also said to them that you are very close to this man. Why don't you convince him to talk to the student, agitating students? They don't have any answer. What is he doing by remaining away from this responsibility? What is so important that is keeping him away from talking to these students? We heard from from the people who are very close to him that he doesn't want to talk to hundreds of students. I said, don't take it literally. Hundreds of students are not going to talk to him. It is common sense that a delegation would go and talk to him. If he doesn't really understand this simple basic rule of engagement, what could he be understanding as a Vice Chancellor of this university? When hundreds of students are protesting, asking him, requesting him for his time so that they can tell him how wrong he has been and how one-sided he has been, one-track mind he has been, he is not ready to listen. So ultimately, this is what we have to do. We are not fond of doing this every day. We have come here to teach, students have come here to study, but somehow his school of thought, to which he subscribes to, believes that students come here to protest. They don't come here to study. And probably this understanding seems to have given birth to this weird gazette notification. They keep attributing its source to the UGC, that is University Grants Commission. We have been asking them, please show us the basis of this notification. They have not been able to do so. So where has this notification come from? This is a very simple question we are asking this Vice Chancellor. But he has no answer. So we come to believe that his whatever efforts he's been trying to make to restore peace in this university by using his members of his coterie, We don't trust. We don't trust him. All we request is, and I now request him, if I'm being captured in that camera, that please come and talk to these students. Ask them as to why they have been doing this. It's a very simple question. If he doesn't have answer to this simple question, how should we and why should we expect him to answer difficult questions about this university and how this university has to be run? So friends, we are equally concerned and worried as the larger JNU community. We met yesterday, Karmacharis. Karmacharis are equally worried. Officers are equally worried. But they are not coming out openly because they are part of this administration. They are also trying to convince him. But he still remains extremely obstinate. So given this deadlock, this impasse, what do you do? But to resort to democratic means to convey our angst or message. So we hope that His Benevolence takes notice of this and comes back to us to talk. It's a very simple thing. And if he doesn't really realize the seriousness of the situation, then I suppose that he is not really capable of understanding anything that is going on here, much less the administration. I think it would be too much to expect from him that he should run this university without having any trouble. This is a new normal. We have come to accept this abnormality as a new normal. But I assure you, we would not put up with this new normal. We want to restore normalcy in this university. We want to teach. Students want to study. They want to do research. And we want this without any botheration, without any interference, without any notification, which we believe is baseless. Every day we see extremely, notices, very kiddish kind of childish thing. First we got a notice from this administration. They circulated this email that the students are a nuisance and they should end this, and this is, this warrants criminal action. And who had circulated that? We did not know because it was not signed. Then 2 days after that, somebody must have drilled some sense into the Vice Chancellor. And then he issued another notification, another notice intimidating letter. That repeating same, maybe 1 or 2 lines here and there. But the newness was, there was his name, Vice Chancellor. So instead of this, a man of conviction and courage would come, no matter how many students he's going to face, would talk to students, would create confidence among them, amongst us. But instead of doing that, this Vice Chancellor has been playing truant for the last, many days. This is just a pretext that I'm not being allowed to enter. That is not true. If you come and talk to the students, obviously if you have convincing capacity, power, which he seems to be inherently capable of, they would cooperate, I'm sure. JNU students would not touch him. I don't know who is feeding these things into his head, that he would not like to talk to hundreds of students. JNU students are known for having peaceful marches. But you create this impression that that they are protesting and they're angry and therefore something may happen to him. It is baseless. So again, I would like to request from this platform to this Vice Chancellor that please come and talk to the students. Sit with them, try to understand their problems, try to understand what they are saying. Otherwise, we'll have to say that we have no confidence in him. He is not capable. This is the conclusion that I come to. He is not capable of understanding, much less running this university as its Vice Chancellor. With these few words, I will stop here.